Hello, friends. Luba Gentry here with you. And we are going over lesson 5 out of my series Express Citizenship with Luba, which is made to prepare you for your U.S. citizenship or for your citizenship interview. Your interview will have 2 parts, civics test and English test. During the civics test, they will test you on your knowledge of U.S. government and history. And for this lesson, I would like you to focus on executive and judicial branches of the U.S. government. For that, I would recommend you to read Unit 10 and Unit 11 in the citizenship test booklet, which you can find by clicking on this link over here. And I indicated the pages that I would like you to go over. To read or not to read the material in this booklet is completely up to you. But you do have to study 100 questions. The link is provided here. These questions cover the civics portion of the test of your interview. And the questions we're looking at today are number 15, 26 through 40, 45, and 46. I will read you all of the questions, and I highlighted the answers that I think are easier for you to remember. They are highlighted in yellow. If at any point you think that you would prefer a different answer to remember, of course, feel free to do that. Question number 15, who is in charge of the executive branch? So who is the leader of the executive branch? The president. Number 26, we elect the president for how many years? 4. Number 27, in what month do we vote for president? November. Number 28, what is the name of the President of the United States now? And I hope you know that right now, the President of the United States is Joe Biden. Question number 29, what is the name of the Vice President of the United States now? And currently, it's Kamala Harris. But when you are going to have your interview, I do not know. I recommend you to check the answers for such questions using the links provided by Immigration Services. Question number 30, if the president can no longer serve, who becomes president? The vice president. Number 31, if both the president and the vice president can no longer serve, who becomes president? The Speaker of the House. Number 32, who is the commander-in-chief of the military? The president. Number 33, who signs bills to become laws? The president. Number 34, who vetoes bills? The president. Number 35, what does the president's cabinet do? And I did not highlight the answer, but it's the only answer that this question has. Please memorize advises the president, which means assists or helps the president and makes recommendations. Number 36, What are two cabinet level positions? And you're gonna see a lot of them here. I picked Secretary of Education and Vice President, but you can pick any other two if you like. Question number 37. What does the judicial branch do? So I highlighted two answers, whichever one you prefer, reviews laws or explains laws. Number 38, what is the highest court in the United States? Please remember the name, the Supreme Court. Number 39, how many justices are on the Supreme Court? Right now it's 9. Number 40, who is the Chief Justice of the United States now? So right now it's John Roberts Jr., but by the time you go to the interview, you can check the answer by clicking on this link right here. Number 45, what are the two major political parties in the United States? Democratic and Republican. Number 46, what is the political party of the president now? Well, currently Joe Biden belongs to Democratic Party, so that's his party right now. But again, please check the answers to make sure that you are current and updated by visiting this link provided over here by the immigration services. They will ask you 10 questions at your interview, and to pass that part, to pass the civics test, you should answer 6 correctly. The second part of the interview is the English test, and it will test you on your ability to read, write, and speak in English. I provide you sample reading and writing sentences. Sentences for reading are on the left part of the screen, for writing on the right part of the screen. Sentences for reading, I believe, are always questions, and sentences for writing can be an answer to the question, or it can be any other random sentence. But the sentences are about history or government. You will read one sentence off the screen, and then you will have to write one sentence on the screen. If you pass this part on your first try, then they will switch to a different part of the interview, which is your N400 form. If you don't read the sentence right at your first try, they will provide another one. And the total number of attempts for reading is 3. So they can give you maximum 3 sentences for reading. And the same number is for writing. I will be reading them in pairs. The sentence for reading will be followed by the same number of the sentence for writing. Number 28 for reading, what country is south of the United States? Number 28 for writing, Mexico is south of the United States. And please remember, you need to capitalize the names of the countries, Mexico and United States. Both words need to be capitalized in the name of the country. Number 29 for reading, what city was the first capital? Number 29 for writing, New York City was the first capital. In the name of the city, New York City, there are 3 words and each one of them needs to be capitalized. Number 30 for reading, who lived in the White House? Number 30 for writing, President Adams lived in the White House. Please capitalize both words in the name of the official residence of the president, which is White House. Both words need to be capitalized, and the word president should be capitalized, and the name or last name of the president. In this case, it's Adams, but they can give you any other name. This sentence can be also changed into the present tense form, and it can sound like who lives in the White House. And in this case, they can dictate you the sentence that sounds like this: President Biden lives in the White House. Number 31 for reading, when is President's Day? Number 31 for writing, President's Day is in February. Please capitalize both words in the name of a holiday, President's and Day. Don't forget to put apostrophe after the word President's, and capitalize the name of a month, February. Number 32 for reading, who has the right to vote? Number 32 for writing, citizens have the right to vote. Number 33 for reading, are people in the United States free? Number 33 for writing, people in the United States are free. Don't forget to capitalize both words in the name of our country, United States. Both words need to be capitalized. Number 34 for reading, where does the president live? Number 34 for writing, the president lives in Washington, D.C. President should be capitalized, and the name of our capital, Washington, D.C., needs to be capitalized as well. And after you pass this part of the English test, the next part is interview on your main form, application form, N400, which you use to apply for U.S. citizenship. And in this lesson, we're looking at part number 12. We will go over questions number 22 through 32. You can find application for naturalization by clicking on this link. Please pay attention to the sentence that I underlined for you. And this sentence you may see before question number 22. If any of item numbers 22 through 28 apply to you, you must answer yes, even if your records have been sealed, expunged, or destroyed, or otherwise cleared. And we're talking about criminal records. You must disclose or reveal this information, even if someone, including a judge, law enforcement officer, or attorney, told you that it no longer constitutes a record, or they tell you that there is no record anymore. or they told you that you do not have to disclose the information. For the purpose of this form, you will have to say that yes, you did have a record. Now, the words that I would like you to study, I want you to know, I want you to get familiar with, I highlighted in green, and I provide explanations of those words under the photo of the part of N400 that we are looking at today. I really want you to understand these words because they will help you understand what the questions are about. And in this lesson, it will be a lot of them. But please do not get scared or discouraged. The officers will not ask you for the explanation or clarification or definitions of these words. I provide explanations for them just because I would like you to understand your N400 better. So let's look at these questions. Number 22, have you ever committed, assisted in committing, or attempted to commit a crime or offense for which you were not arrested? So please pay attention to these words. Once again, I explained to them below the picture of this part. So commit crime or offense, attempted, and many others you're going to see here. So the answer should be yes or no. Question number 23, have you ever been arrested, cited, or detained by any law enforcement officer, including any immigration official or any official of the U.S. Armed Forces for any reason? So you need to understand what it means to be cited. It's actually citation. It's a notice to appear in court. And on the citation, there is a date for you, when to go to the court and where. And please get familiar with the word detained. Number 24, have you ever been charged with committing, attempting to commit, or assisting in committing a crime or offense? So the words that you need to know here are charged and commit. And again, you will find them after we look at this part of your N400. Number 25, have you ever been convicted of a crime or offense? The word I want you to study is convicted. Number 26, have you ever been placed in an alternative sentencing or a rehabilitative program? Please do not worry about what you see in brackets, but get familiar with the terms alternative sentencing and rehabilitative program. Again, the answer should be yes or no. Number 27, have you ever received a suspended sentence, been placed on probation, or been paroled? So the words that I want you to know here are suspended sentence, probation, and parole. If you answered yes, have you completed the probation or parole? You need to answer this question here as well. Number 28, have you ever been in jail or prison? Yes or no? If you answered yes, how long were you in jail or prison? And you will need to provide the number of years or months or days. Question number 29. And again, I underlined the sentences for you that I think are very important, and I would like you to pay attention to them. If you answered no to all questions in item numbers 23 through 28, then skip this item, number 29, and go to item number 30. But if you answered yes to any question in item numbers 23 through 28, then you will need to complete this table. If you need extra space, use additional sheets of paper and provide any evidence to support your answers. So in this table, you will have to answer the following questions or provide the following information. Why were you arrested, cited, detained, or charged? And even if you had just citation or getting a ticket for them driving, you will need to disclose this information in here. Okay, so as many tickets as you had, you will need to disclose them here. So why were you arrested, cited, detained, or charged? Next column is date, arrested, cited, detained, or charged. So you will have to disclose the day when something happened. Next one, where were you arrested, cited, detained, or charged? You will need to indicate city or town, state, and country. And the last one is where you need to provide the outcome or disposition of the arrest, citation, detention, or charge. So what was the result? What happened after? No charges filed, or charges dismissed, or you got some probation, or you had a jail time, or anything else. So you skip this if your answers from number 23 to 28 are all no. And let's look at item number 30. Now pay attention to this sentence I underlined for you. Answer item numbers 30 through 46. But today we're going to look only at 30, 31, and 32. If you answer yes to any of these questions, except item numbers 37 and 38, which does not apply to today's lesson, include a typed or printed explanation on additional sheets of paper and provide any evidence to support your answers. Number 30, have you ever been a habitual drunkard or an alcoholic? Yes or no? B, being a prostitute or procured anyone for prostitution. C, sold or smuggled controlled substances, illegal drugs, or narcotics. So have you ever brought any of these into the country secretly? D, been married to more than one person at the same time. So have you ever had more than one, 2, or 3 spouses at the same time? Yes or no? E, married someone in order to obtain an immigration benefit. So you married somebody to get, for example, a green card. F, helped anyone to enter or tried to enter the United States illegally. So have you ever helped anybody to get into the United States secretly? G, gambled illegally or received income from illegal gambling. That does not include gambling in casinos. Gambling in casinos is legal. Illegal means you play secretly, you play some games for money and you do not disclose that income to IRS. H, fail to support your dependents or to pay alimony. So has there ever been a time that you did not support people who depend on you, or you did not pay alimony? Get familiar with the word alimony I provided below. I made any misrepresentation to obtain any public benefit in the United States. So please look at the word misrepresentation and look at the word public benefit. I provide it lower. So one of the examples of public benefits is food stamps or cash aid or supplemental security income. Please understand, immigration benefits and public benefits is different things. Number 31, have you ever given any U.S. government officials any information or documentation that was false, fraudulent, or misleading? So maybe some fake documents. Number 32, have you ever lied to any U.S. government officials to gain or to get entry or admission into the United States or to gain immigration benefits while in the United States? Once again, the words and phrases in green I explained to you on this page and the next page. It's a lot of them. Please do get familiar with them. If you have any questions for me, please do not hesitate to call me or text me or send me an email.